My name is Kerrie Ann Auclair. I'm the outreach director for Gun Owners Action League. I'm a mom of two, a wife. I'm the state director for Women for Gun Rights and Armed Women of America. Where's my ladies? Raise your hand up. I'm proud to serve on the board for the Second Amendment Institute. I'm also part of Armed Women of America, which I just said. A few months back, this speech would have been much different. But there were two events that really changed me, enhanced the way I think about advocacy and training. The first event was obviously, as I mentioned, the 250th anniversary. The moment when 77 brave men, young and old, stood on that field of Lexington and said, "No more." The act of courage sparked a revolution. It wasn't about muskets. It was about liberty. It was about standing for something, not just against something. I had the incredible opportunity of running the anniversary and being the MC. Whew. Let me tell you, that was something else, and I was so proud to do it. We woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, almost forgot Mike Harris in the lobby. Sorry, Mike. Long story. We went to the Battle of Lexington. Standing in the field, I thought of families 250 years ago, the women and children saying goodbye to their husbands, their brothers, and their sons, not knowing if they would ever return. That moment drove home for me as a mom. The cost of liberty and bravery and sacrifice it takes to defend it. Later that evening, again, I served as the MC, and we had some amazing speakers. Jared Yanis, Cam Edwards, Dick Keller, Toby Larry, Doug Hamlin, and few of you are in this room, and I so thank you for joining us that night. Lieutenant Colonel Alan West, and of course, SAF's very own Adam Kraut. I was nervous, as I'm probably shaking on this stage right now, so I'm sorry if I'm shaking the stage, but hey, you know. I was bolstered by the spirit in that room, the young people in attendance, the young people that were there, and shared the mission of everyone there. The day before the event, we received a proclamation from Donald Trump honoring the 250th anniversary of Lexington and Concord. With such short notice, I knew I wouldn't have the time to prepare for it properly. And I'm going to tell you something a little personal about me. I'm dyslexic. So I looked upon my colleague, Mike Harris. Mike's back there. Raise your hand. Hi, Mike. And he read it and delivered it with such honor and justice it deserved. The moment reminded me of what I tell my kids. Courage doesn't always mean doing it alone. Sometimes it means finding another way, leaning on someone else, and still getting the job done. And that's the same lesson we carry on in this fight for our rights. It isn't about doing it perfectly. It's about showing up, standing together, and making sure that liberty is carried on. The next moment that changed me was what happened in August, when I had the opportunity to serve as the assistant shotgun instructor. It won't work. Here it is. The assistant shotgun instructor, I just went back too far. Here we go. For the Massachusetts Junior Conservation Camp. I had the privilege of representing Goal and introducing both shotgun and pistol training to the kids there. See, for nearly 10 years, I've dedicated myself of helping people, especially women, becoming comfortable and confident with their firearms. I always believe in the power of education, but seeing it through the eyes of these kids gave me a whole new meaning. You see, the camp isn't just about shooting. It's about everything that makes freedom possible. These kids learned conservation, wildlife management, first aid, map and compass skills, boating safety, archery, leadership, and of course, firearm safety. The program is rooted in responsibility, stewardship, and respect. It builds strong young people, not just strong shooters. By investing in our youth, We ensure that Americans' proud traditions of independence, responsibility, and respect for the outdoors will live on. And when we teach firearms not just as a tool, but as part of our heritage and our culture, we're building respect and stewardship for generations to come. This wasn't just another teaching experience. It was transformational for me. I watched kids approach the shotgun station with curiosity mixed with fear. They were unsure, hesitant, intimidated, but then I watched their confidence grow. I watched fear turn into pride. I saw their lives change right before my eyes. Let me tell you about Jack. My Jack, I love Jack. He was so excited to shoot, but he froze as soon as he got into the shotgun box. His knees buckled, his face changed, tears came to his eyes, and he said, "I don't know why I'm being like this." John Green, our instructor, gently pulled him out and said, "Let's take a break. It's okay." That's when I stepped in, not as an instructor, but a mom. I gave him a big hug, pulled him to the side, and I told him about my shotgun story. I said, "You see, Jack, I was afraid of shotguns. I was so afraid of them. Why? Because somebody put a shotgun in my hand when I was a teenager, and I hurt myself. And I was so scared. Here I am as an instructor, and I haven't shot a shotgun." So I went out, I told Jack, I went out and I bought myself a brand new Mossberg pump action. I was all excited, went to the range, scared, shaking. I shot it, I told Jack. And I said, "You know what? I cried too. Not because I was scared, because I overcame that. And now I love a shotgun. Just saying, it's a lot of fun." I told Jack, "You're not alone. I'll come with you to that box. I will put my hand on your back. We got you. John won't let anything happen to you, I promise. He's my mentor. We've got you." Jack went into the box and he broke his first clay and his second and his third. Meet Jack.
Slide your head forward on that stock.
That's my Jack. That's advocacy through action. That's the future watching. That experience changed me. At that camp, I didn't see kids learning to shoot. I saw the next generation of freedom fighters. I saw teamwork, leadership, and courage. These kids, many of them scared to even be near a gun, left proud, informed, with the truth and empowerment. We say we say we want to preserve our rights, but if we're not investing in our youth, what are we preserving them for? We talk in echo chambers, we post, we like, we comment, but how often do we reach the undecided, the uninformed, the youth? We need to do more than just speak. We need to teach. We need to connect. We need to reach beyond our comfort zones and meet them where they are, like camp. But I promise you, if we don't, someone else will, and they will not be teaching them the truth. We support camps like how do we get involved, right? How can we get them excited about defending our rights? Support camps like the Massachusetts Junior Conservation Camp. Push to include gun safety in the schools, not just at the homes. We share stories, not just stats. Tell them your stories. At camp, there was nearly 77 kids in the same number that stood on that field. Can you imagine? It was kind of ironic. Can you imagine what would happen if each one of them learned the truth? That we are the ones they can trust to teach them the truth and responsibility? Imagine them marching into the next 250 years with the courage of the first 77. That's the mission, that is the legacy, and that is the future. I want to take a moment, gotta go back now. Oh, forward. I'll get this right eventually. There we are. Anyways, I had a slide with all my folks. But I want to take a moment to thank everybody who made this journey possible for me. My Gold family, Jim Wallace, John Green, Mike Harris, Angie Fisher, and Kathy Hartner. You inspire me every day. You remind me that it's worth the work. It's worth the hard work, and we don't do it alone. I also want to thank my brothers and my sisters in arms who stood along the side of me in Washington, D.C. through the Women for Gun Rights, the Second Amendment Institute, and Armed Women of America. I've had the incredible opportunity to raise my voice at Capitol Hill, not just for myself, but for every woman and every family who believes in the right to self-defense and power of education. Advocacy through action means we keep showing up. We keep teaching. We keep standing. I'm so grateful for the Second Amendment Foundation for inviting me back again to speak and sing in the national anthem, which is such an honor to do. Let's stop speaking only to each other and start speaking to those who will come after us, because the future is watching. And I want them to say, we did more than fight. We taught, we reached, we acted. Thank you.